Good morning, everybody. If there's anybody here, I'm gonna do a little test on live stream this morning. See if anybody shows up. Want to talk to a grumpy old man this morning. Sorry, gotta have my tea. Well, hey, TJ, you been to boat yet? Good deal. Good deal. Well, I'm doing a live from my laptop right now. Last night I found a way to do it, to do live streaming from my phone. So maybe I'll get some subscribers up. I hope you can't hear these bulldogs going off, TJ. I hope your cats don't give you as much trouble as my bulldogs give me. Well, the app was working pretty good last night. I mean, it went right through, so we're going to fool with it and see. But if not, I'll start doing it off my laptop. Just as soon as I can get to it, I'm going to get all the materials together and do a water filter. You keep talking about a Berkey. It's no sense in spending that big money on that Berkey. Your husband looked pretty handy. I think he can throw this together for you pretty quick. I think you like your laptop because you're in there in your office. You close the world out. You're not going outside. Oh, okay. Well, office, bedroom, close to the same thing. You said maybe your husband can do it. Can he drill holes? Okay. If he can drill holes and operate a pair of pliers, he can build this water filter. You can even use the same filters that you put in the Berkey if that's what you want. Thing about it is you're already getting your buckets for free. My daughter was over there in Cartersville this past weekend. So no prep and run today. Well, originally I was born and raised in Columbus, Mississippi. I'm in Ethelsville, Alabama now, which is not very far from it. I just found a house with some property in Alabama and moved over here. Lord, I hope you can't hear these bulldogs whining. Yeah, that's just like your cats. These is my babies. You gonna make a water rub? I knew what you were saying. Well, today might be a good day to hit Walmart or check it out because a lot of people may be voting. I don't think we have a lot of fear. What I was trying to tell you about your pressure canner deal was if your pressure canner had a gauge on top of it and you were trying to use your brake bleeder, you had an open air source. If you have a gauge, you put the gauge back on it, it stops that air source. So you were actually pulling air from the outside, not just inside your pressure canner. Okay, then I was wrong. Better write that down. Doesn't happen often. Hey, you know how we men are. We can't be wrong. We have to be right sometime. Women are always right. Is that true? That's what I thought. Oh, we can do. I'll just discuss it with you right now. Um, with me trying to build this up, and we've been talking. You've mentioned it. Grim Survivals mentioned it. A couple other, I think AP's mentioned it. Some of the other channels will um, do like a raid, so to speak. Well, good morning, Missouri. I don't know. I guess that's AII, but some of the other channels do what they call a channel raid. It's where you get on a live, and then when you get ready to get off the live, you, good morning, Gail, Southern Living, you go, okay, got you. You do this channel raid, and then you tell everybody that's on your channel watching to go to this other person's channel that's either they're trying to get to their numbers of subscribers, or they're trying to get people on their live streams. So that kind of helps everybody out. Um, just builds one big community. We're all kind of doing the same thing. So maybe one night we can get that going. How are y'all this morning? I know how TJ is. She's already been up going. I don't think she sleeps. I know you will, TJ. You have. I was glad you made me a mod. I appreciated that. I don't know when you're going to sleep. You got to fill up that new shed. At least my hair isn't sticking up. That's a good thing. Yeah, she's a mad woman when it comes to putting out these videos. Beginning to think she's just going to start staying live all day long, every day. Just we're going to follow her life. She's about one cat away from being a cat lady. Gail, I take it you're from Texas by your thumbnail. Well, I was trying to be nice, TJ. I wasn't going to say anything else. I just want to know why you don't fish behind your house in that river. Oh, okay. Well, I just never heard you say anything about it. Yeah, I'd kind of watch tonight on that outcome and just kind of see how things are going. I don't know how big a city you live in. I'm sure your kids enjoy it. They get a little vacation. Okay, I got a brother in Beaumont. Yeah, I voted the other week when I got to town. Where I live consists of a post office and a bank. Okay, TJ, be careful. Thanks for coming in, TJ. All right, question for you two that's still left with me. Um, do y'all like the content I've been putting out, or is there anything y'all think of that y'all may want to know that I might be able to do? Okay. You bug out bags too heavy, then you need to look at it and look at things that you absolutely think you have to have or can live without. Make a list. You know, if you're prepping for any kids or anything else, just you're going to have to look at it. One thing about it, if you're going to know you're going to be in a vehicle or whatever, you can always keep some of your stuff in that vehicle so you don't have to carry as much. If you know where you're going, you can always make caches along the way. If you say you're going to a relative's house or whatever, you can go ahead and put stuff at their house. But the next thing you can do with your bug out bag is just get out and ruck it. Just take it and carry it. Well, you might need to lighten it up and then and build up to it. A bug out bag is not really meant to sustain you for months or anything. It's, days at a time, not long period. I about wore out the zippers on mine, packing and repacking and changing and rearranging. Updating and putting different things back in it. But now I don't figure I would ever, it'd have to be pretty bad for me to leave where I'm at. Yep, most definitely will. Hey, you must like him fairly well if you packed a bag for him. Now, something that wouldn't be as practical as a lot of things, um, carrying heavy loads, and you say you got 3 kids. Well, that's good. I know about I know about being a daddy. So, but you've seen the lightweight, uh, I guess collapsible or foldable little wagons with the canvas inside. That might be an option that you want to think about. That shows a lot of character, eh? That you're going to make sure he's okay. And Gail, you're in a very small city in Texas. Well, you don't have a lot to worry about in Texas. You got to roam a long way. We know they also make some lightweight travois that are single wheeled for carrying game out of the woods. These are things you can either build or buy, but it's just an idea. Uh, I don't knock anybody. I sometimes wake up with this stuff. I have been doing this since I was a little bitty kid, through the Boy Scouts and everything else. I love to build and stuff like that. Well, the main thing is be smart about what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go. You may have to have an alternate route sometimes. That was what I saw TJ was talking about, having a map in her bag. That's a good thing. I have watched some of these other channels that, how do I say it, that are way off outer space. But some of these contingency plans that are going on, talking about shutting down the major cities like Atlanta, St. Louis, all these shipping hubs. Well, I saw you subscribed and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or anything, let me know, Gail. I'll help you any way I can. If you got a question and I don't know the answer, I'll find something. I'll find the answer for you if I can. If I can't, I'll ask somebody else. The best lightweight food to carry with you or at home, or you want to make sure it's high in protein. A lot of the dehydrated stuff that the camping or backpacking meals at Walmart will be really good. They take minimal water and that kind of thing. But I like, depending on how long you think you may have to do it, or be out, protein bars, peanut butter, a jar of peanut butter don't weigh that much. It's packed full of protein. Of course you got rice, but rice takes water. But the secret to rice is, and it happened a lot, and I know this because of knowing some people that fought in Vietnam, the Vietnamese people used to keep dry rice and they would eat a few grains just along during the day, and the water and acid in your stomach would swell the rice and keep them full and keep them going. You can probably Google it, print it off. A lot of times, if you have like a rest stop or something close to you, you can go there and they'll have free state maps for people coming into the state, or they used to. Well, I understand that, Gil. I'm in a shape. It used to be very round. Now it's a little bit more of not an octagon, an oval. This is, this is a scary thing. We've been going through it. Everybody keeps talking about the Chinese being in Canada and so on and so forth. And we'll never know about anything like that until just something happens. And that's one good thing about the internet. We have a network until they shut it down. That's true, Gail. A lot of times you can, your hospitality, whatever you want to call it, hospitality in a town or whatever, they'll have a map of the state for people possibly moving there or whatever. don't know how much waterproof maps are per state. Let's just look at good old Amazon and see what they charge. They won't have all atlases. Looks like about $3.99 to $5.99 for a laminated foldable state map. Easy to read, large print. I'm old and blind. Oh, what's the best buggy cup? Oh, goodness. What is that? Something that comes from Avon. I can't think of the name of it right this second. You need your deep woods off and stuff. Trust me, I believe in it after last year. I contracted West Nile last year, and I won't be out anymore without bug spray. I have to think. Generally, mosquitoes have never bothered me, and um, as far as depending on if you're talking about just bugs or mosquitoes, there's several products that will deter bugs. Or several plants that will deter bugs. Like peppermint. You put out peppermint plants and spiders don't like peppermint plants. Mice don't like peppermint. Then I'd say your deep woods off, your DEET. Skin So Soft by Avon. It works really good. Um, there's one other one, but I'll have to remember it. Definitely know they don't like garlic if you like to eat garlic. Lightweight stuff. You got peanut butter, you got peanuts. Um, One thing that I overlook and don't think about quite often, or used to think about that I hadn't up until the other day, was the powdered protein that you can get, like the athletic powdered protein for weightlifters, athletes, whatever. You get a large, it packs a lot of protein. And people have gone to actually dry scooping it and drinking water behind it instead of trying to mix it. They're tougher than I am. The thing I don't see many people talking about prepping is when they get out, they're talking about hunting, and fishing's going to be a lot better. And not necessarily that fishing's easier, but it might be a little easier than trying to hunt deer. You can always catch rabbits and snares. You can catch squirrels and snares. You may even catch some birds, but most birds you're not going to want to try to eat other than a dove or a quail. And there's lost arts, the throwing stick that people used to use to take rabbits. It's not a boomerang, it's a throwing stick. So, I mean, that's one of those things. If we ended up in a real bad situation and you want to be covert and quiet and you want to hunt rabbits, you use a stick. It's almost like a club. They would carve them down and have quite a large end on one end and then a handle. Squirrels, the big wooden rat traps, drill a hole in it, put it on a tree, set it, put a little bit of that peanut butter on it. Easy peasy squirrel dinner. Well, okay, ladies, I appreciate it. Y'all came in. It's been almost 40 minutes. Run a little bit long for first time doing a live stream. I'll probably get on later again today. If you come up with any questions, just give me a yell. Appreciate the thumbs up. If you know anybody, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. If you think of things you need to do or have a question on things you need to do, right, Skin So Soft by Avon, just let me know. I put my email address in the description. So it's on my channel. So if you got a question there, feel free to send me an email. I'll get to it quick as I can and go from there. Like I say, you got a question, I don't know the answer, I'll research it. But y'all remember, like I've been saying, prep, don't panic. The Grumpy Prepper. Y'all have a good day.